good your pay plan is. It doesn't matter how good your product line is. If the personal development of you as an individual and your heart for the relationships that you have with people isn't present, you will never be a top earner for any consistent amount of time in this industry. So we just want to put that out there up front. A disclaimer, we're not going to claim that the products you hear about tonight treat, cure, or prevent any disease. What you will hear are true stories from real people. And as far as the income opportunity will vary based on market conditions, your desire and skill set, so on and so forth. So we're not going to make any guarantees of income, but anything you hear about income tonight will be verified and accurate, true stories about money people have made inside the HBN opportunity within the last 24 months or less. So with that being said, let's kind of move on. So the first thing that you want to identify when evaluating an opportunity is going to be the timing of the opportunity. If you want to write that down, feel free. It may save you a lot of trouble at a later date. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be a part of the right company at the right time in the life cycle of that company. And I wish I had learned that lesson earlier in my network marketing career. For example, there are two incredibly wonderful companies that were started by wonderful people like Rich DeVos, that company's Amway, and Mary Kay Ash. That company, of course, is Mary Kay Cosmetics. These are legendary, multi-billion-dollar companies that have done so many wonderful things for so many wonderful people all around the world. However, because of the timing of these companies, these are not opportunities that I would recommend anyone take a serious look at if you're interested in cutting edge products, okay, and a financial opportunity that could change your financial picture for generations. There's nothing wrong with these companies. It's just that in business, in network marketing in particular, the word is going to be timing, okay? And so you want a company that's not too old, but not too new. You have some companies that are just a little too new. They're unproven. They might not be debt-free yet. They're still getting their sea legs under them, as my grandfather would say. And those companies are going to be a little too new. Here at HBN, the timing that we have is pristine, okay? The company is not even 5 years old, but in that amount of time, the company's managed to become debt-free and build an infrastructure that ships products to over 120 countries around the world 6 days a week. So we have the stability and infrastructure of a far older company, but we have the incredible timing and availability of top positions of a startup. I've never seen timing like this in network marketing. Everybody always talks about it, but to be a part of it is absolutely incredible. And just speaking to Landy earlier, before we move on to the next factor that you want to evaluate, this organization, and I don't mean the company, just our little baby team based out of Texas. I'm in Dallas and Landy's in Argyle and Michelle Marie is out in Pennsylvania for the moment. But our little team has grown to over 90,000 members, okay, in less than 2.5 years, okay? And you cannot do that in any capacity without a company with incredible timing. And 80% of those people are going to be customers with no interest in building a business at all. And that's also a good sign, okay? So there's opportunity here for you. The next thing that you want to evaluate, because we anticipate that if you take advantage of this opportunity, we think that you'll break any records that we set, because if we train you, we're not going to let you make any mistakes that we made in the beginning. And that's just me being transparent, okay? I love you guys and I appreciate you guys too much to try to sugarcoat anything, okay? We could have did it better, and we're going to help you do it better by not letting you make those rookie mistakes we made when we got here, okay? So the next thing that you want to look for in an opportunity is going to be the aggressive pay plan. All right, an aggressive pay plan. So timing and then an aggressive pay plan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk for 10 hours about the pay plan here at Heart Body Naturals. The pay plan here, when I first saw it, and my mentor and sponsor, Chuck Holmes, introduced me to this company a couple of years back. When I saw the pay plan, I called him immediately. I was on the way to a meeting for another company when he sent me the video about the pay plan and a PDF. And I was so in awe. I pulled over. I was in Georgia at the time. I pulled over to the side of the road. I was in Stone Mountain, Georgia, going to a meeting. I remember like it was yesterday. I pulled over, and I called him immediately after scrolling through the PDF and almost driving off the road. And I called him and I said, Chuck, if this pay plan is half as good as what I'm looking at here, okay, we didn't even get a chance to talk about the products yet. I said, if it's half as good, I'm going to join today and we're going to take this thing to another level. And it was funny that myself, and I was in the car with Melissa Brower at the time, going to do a meeting for another company. And the short story is she ended up joining HBN, and she's also a six-figure earner, just like Landy Martin right here at HBN. So yeah, the pay plan is what it is. It has 7 parts. It's very robust. I've never seen anything like it. But we can do a pay plan training another day. I don't want to take up a lot of time about it, but just hear me out. Landy Martin, a serial entrepreneur, pool shark, college basketball player, wife and mother, would not have come to this company if the pay plan was not everything she needed it to be. And as a six-figure earner here with HBN now, I think the proof is in the pudding for her as well. Landy, would you agree? You can give us a thumbs up. I know you, yeah, definitely. Okay, so I like to let the comp plan speak for itself once you're there. I can tell you about the delicious steak at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, but until you taste it for yourself, quite frankly, my opinion is irrelevant. So I highly recommend you check out the pay plan. It is incredible. The next thing you have to see when you're evaluating a company is going to be in-demand products. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a topic that is near and dear to not just my heart, but probably everybody at HBN is going to be a person who feels a certain way about having dynamic, in-demand products that actually serve a purpose in real life. Okay, we have over 100 products at this point. And just to put it in perspective about the power of a debt-free company that has a lot of cash to spare, in addition to the pay plan, obviously, is that when we first got here, I don't think we had maybe half the products we have now. We may have had 40, maybe 50. I'm not sure. But in the last 2 years, this company's added over 60 products. And we have some new products coming out within the next couple of weeks, specifically to address a niche market in the humic and fulvic mineral space at the request of some people who were, evaluating our company, a few of which you are on right now. And so this company is very, very responsive. Okay. I've never seen a company say, hey, there are some people actually taking a look that we respect and we don't know them from a can of paint. But what we're going to do is we're going to trust our leadership in the field. We're going to trust people like Tina and Megan and Chelsea and others who, a couple of people who've been customers. And we're going to go ahead and invest time, money, and effort to bring a new product to our catalog specifically because a few people asked about it. Not a single person had enrolled and made a bunch of money or nothing. None of that was necessary. All that was necessary was some ladies sending us some information about humic and fulvic minerals and the corporate leadership saying, wow, we can't believe we don't have this yet. This is that good. We need to bring it to bear. And that's the story of most HBN products. They came from a need, a legitimate need from an individual. Our flagship product, our mind, body, and soul, Ayurvedic superfoods. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't even spell Ayurvedic when I got here to HBN, but I can tell you the products have changed my life and have changed the life for so many others. So rather than just go off the deep end about the HBN products, I'll just let you know a couple of the product categories and I'll tell you something really cool about them. So we have an incredible weight loss line of products, top-notch CBD. I mean, premium CBD oil. I'll just put it this way. I grew up in uptown New Orleans. We grew up on the other side of the tracks. And if you open up a bottle of HBN CBD oil, ladies and gentlemen, you so much as open the bottle and you get a knock at the door. It might be the police. They don't know what you're doing in there. It's that potent. It's that fragrant. It comes directly from earth, and it's the purest full spectrum CBD on the market. You're going to love it. It's absolutely incredible. We also have a full line of pet products, an incredible anti-aging skincare line. We have detox teas. We have 2 different coffee products. A third coffee product will be out this holiday season. We have a full line of essential oils, a sexual enhancement product for couples. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the list goes on and on. And do me a favor, if you've already been a customer at HBN or ever experienced one of the products, do me a favor just for time purposes and put in the chat, what's your favorite product or two? Just do me a favor, throw those in the chat for me so we can call out another couple product verticals, and then we will move on. And while they're typing stuff in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you that we have a 60-day Iron-Clad money-back guarantee. And what does that mean? It means that at the moment that you order an HBN product, once it gets to your door, okay, anywhere in 120 countries that we ship to, okay, once the product gets to your door, a 60-day clock starts, all right? If you use the entire product and are unsatisfied for any reason, you can simply return that product to the company, the empty package, by the way, because remember, let's say you use the whole product or your customer uses the whole product. If they are unsatisfied for any reason, they can send back an empty package, just an empty bag, okay? And the company is going to issue a full refund, no questions asked. It's absolutely tremendous. And I've never seen anything like it. A 60-day door-to-door money-back guarantee, never seen anything like it. And so before we move on from the products, let's see what some people are saying in the chat. Landy Martin saying the Nova coffee, the skincare, black seed oil. Chelsea says the black seed oil, the chromium is amazing. Good call there. Megan is saying she keeps getting signs to try the black seed oil. Megan, this is it. Let's get it done. Michelle Marie, black seed oil, Nourish, our powder multivitamin. It's incredible. Our healing trilogy, silver, ladies and gentlemen. Our angstrom silver is absolutely incredible. We just have a lot of incredible product testimonies. So let's just move on before I go off the deep end. All it took for me to fall in love with these products was to use the weight loss line and lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And I was like, okay, I'm hooked. Everything else has got to work. So if you got men in your life, ladies and gentlemen, who need to, let's just be real. If you want to lose that gut, fellas, and you want to look like, feel like you're 27 again, only with better judgment, hear me out. You need these products. They're going to make you feel like $1 million. So another thing that you want to kind of check out after you check out the timing of a company, after you check out the aggressive pay plan, after you check out and make sure it has in-demand products that are guaranteed, all natural, all organic, GMO-free, vegan-friendly products, then you want to check out the leadership of a company, ladies and gentlemen. The leadership of a company is one of the most critical, overlooked things when we select companies in this industry. I can tell you, with my first company, I joined it. Why? Because someone I knew and had some respect from was a part of it. I didn't know how to evaluate a company. I didn't know the difference between publicly held and publicly traded and privately held companies. I didn't know the difference between debt-free companies and companies with more investors than you can shake a stick at. I literally had no idea about any of these things. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, my first company that I was with all those years ago, we made a lot of money. We impacted a lot of lives. The product was incredible. It didn't matter because the ownership of the company did not financially do what they needed to do, and the company ended up going out of business. And I cannot tell you how painful it is to retire from your full-time job, make multiple six figures with the company in a relatively short amount of time, and then one day to get an email that literally says, sorry, thanks for everything, best of luck. What? Are you kidding me right now? Ladies and gentlemen, if that's ever happened to you or someone you know, please know that my heart is with you. And I can tell you personally that this company has leadership that is absolutely tremendous, not just debt-free, but you have a owner and founder in Paula and Ben Scarcella, product formulators like Alexandria Brighton, and last but certainly not least, a legal team headed by Kevin Thompson. I'm one of Kevin's biggest fans. I'm not going to sing Kevin Thompson's praises on this call tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, we often joke and we say that Kevin is the guy who keeps the golden goose safe. Okay, that is literally his job, to keep us above board with compliance and everything else. And just last October, just a quick point before we move on to the last part of the call, just in October, the FTC, which I am not a big fan of, I did graduate from law school in 2006, just to put that feather in my hat, because I promised my dad I would, but I don't like the FTC, but I understand the role they play in the world right now. And it's a very weird role, and I don't always like it. But the FTC put out a list of almost 400 companies in October, and some of those companies are already out of business, some very popular companies, some companies people haven't heard of. And I can tell you flat out, we were just not surprised at all, but very proud to say that HBN was not on that list. And that was very, very exciting for us because a lot of other companies were put on notice by the FTC that some stuff they were doing or allegedly doing was not above board. So we're just happy to know that we're keeping the company safe, that you can feel safe building here. And this is going to be something that, if God says the same, it'll outlive us. And that's what we like to see. And this company literally became debt-free faster than Starbucks. So that's a great sign, okay? Now, the last thing we want to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a system. Okay, we talked about the timing of a company. We talked about having a company with an aggressive pay plan that makes money for people at the beginning, the middle, and the end of their network marketing careers, okay, for experienced pros and rookies as well. We talked about having in-demand products. We talked about having leadership that matters. And lastly, we're going to talk about having a system. And system stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. And systems work when you work them, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Some products of the system, again, we don't want to make the income claims tonight, but I can tell you we have multiple six-figure earners. And in fact, HBN actually just had its first seven-figure earner, which was really cool for a company so young. And that young lady made her first million within her first 18 months with the company. And this all comes down to a system, okay? Systems matter here at HBN. And again, just for my friends in the cheap seats, system stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. So let me give you just one piece, okay? One piece of the system that I think will really make you proud. We have lead generation, we have social media training, we actually have a LinkedIn training going on tonight, Facebook training. We have actual professionals who have made significant income in HBN, okay, doing these trainings all the time so you can learn the system. But one thing I want to share with you tonight that makes HBN very, very, very unique, and forgive me if I get too excited about it, is called objection nullification. Okay, it takes a little bit of time to get it down, but here's what happens in most people's network marketing career. They get started because they're excited. They get started because they heard from a friend that something was really cool. They go talk to some friends and family tell them no, and then they quit. All right, that's just the true transparent nature of network marketing when you do not have a system in place. And Tina and I were talking about systems and training earlier, and I can't wait to see what she brings to the table for her organization. It is going to be a blast, I can tell you. But here at HBN, let's just look at a couple of the top objections that your new rep would get and how they would get those objections at most companies and maybe get a little frustrated. Here at HBN, we just don't get that because we have objection nullification built in to every position. So let's say, for example, Bob is evaluating a company and everything looks good. And Bob says, Tina, I really want to work with you, but I don't have the money. That's a very common objection. Tina could say, if she wanted to, Bob, don't worry. If the money's an issue, HBN has a free position that you can join and still make commissions on a daily basis. Okay, never having spent any of your own money. And what does that mean? Miss Janet Green out of Atlanta got started with HBN for absolutely no money, okay, and made over $13,000 in her first 4 months. That's not $1 million, obviously, but guess what? To say you never spent any of your own money, I'd be very, very happy with the extra 13 grand, wouldn't you? So there's a free option to the compensation plan, but of course, if you want to get a paid package, you are going to make a tremendous amount more in income, and that's only fair. But nobody's ever going to tell you, I want to join, but I don't have the money, because it's absolutely free to join. There are no annual fees, no back office fees, no technical fees, no mandatory auto ships or anything else. There's a couple of recommendations, but you can make significant part-time or even full-time income and not spend a dime of your own money. Very interesting. Another thing people would say, Bob might say, well, Tina, that was amazing. So the money is not an issue. Well, you know what? I would join, but I'm not a salesperson. Tina could say, Bob, don't worry. You don't have to be a salesperson. If the money's not a problem, we have a free gift card program where all you have to do is give away products that you like to people that you love. And Bob says, well, Tina, what does that mean? She says, Bob, if you get started with a 100 CV auto ship order, and that comes out to a little over $100 plus tax and shipping, okay, you're going to get some products that you love. But in addition to the products, which have a money back guarantee, by the way, you're also going to get 10 free $25 gift cards every single month okay, that you have 100 CV auto ship. And Bob says, Tina, that sounds too good to be true. How can a company even afford to do that? Tina says, Bob, I'm so glad you asked. The company uses it as a calculated tax loss. Okay, Kevin helped us put that together so the company can pay less in taxes and give more free stuff to the field. All right, that is a company that has a heart for people. So basically, Bob, can you give away free CBD oil? Can you give away a free sexual enhancement product? Can you give away free coffee? Okay, can you give away products that you believe in to people that you care about? And Bob will say, sure, I can give away stuff all day. It's December. It's going to be exceptionally easy this month. And ladies and gentlemen, what we notice statistically is 40% of people who use the HBN gift card program come back the next month to buy the same product with no gift card. And I'll just give you a short story about that, and we'll pop over into the chat to answer any questions. A young lady got started with us about a little over a year ago. And she had a cousin who was a top earner in network marketing, and she was afraid. She was afraid to talk to her about network marketing because she just knew that her cousin was happy with her company because she had made billions of dollars in network marketing. And so she said, you know what? I can't recruit her. I'm too scared, but I can give her a free product. So she sent her a gift card and a digital gift card, and the cousin decided to buy the black seed oil. And with the gift card, it came out to like $4 or something like that. She loved the black seed oil so much, she bought it again the next month and calls her cousin and says, hey, you have another gift card. She says, well, no, I'll use them all this month. Okay. And she said, that's okay. I'm rich. I just want to buy more black seed oil. And the cousin says, well, that under her breath, that there's a financial part. And the cousin says, what? She says, there's a financial piece to this. And she says, wait, is this network marketing? She goes, yeah. She says, oh my gosh, I'm looking for a new company. Please send me some information. And would you believe the cousin actually ended up signing up and became one of the fastest builders and made like 50 grand her first 90 days or something ridiculous like that. And at the end of the day, it was the gift card program that brought that individual into our organization. So, gift cards work, guys. Giving stuff away and blessing people work. And although the lady isn't still here, her cousin is still here. And that's to just make the lady who sponsored her still here. And that's what makes me happy. I don't know how much she's made to date, but it's a lot. And it all started with the free gift card for her. So let's say, for example, let's do one more example, because I want people to really understand that when your new reps join and you have this system, they don't get a lot of no's, okay? And when people don't get a lot of no's, they get a lot of yeses. And that's how you build a big team. So we handled, I don't have the money. We handled, I'm not a salesperson. Well, what about, I don't know anybody? Can we cover that one before we wrap the call? I don't know anybody. If Bob says, Tina, everything sounds great. I love the gift cards. I got plenty of money, but I don't know anybody. Okay, and yes, Tina, we sure can. And we say, I don't know anybody, all right? When she says, I don't know anybody, we get the chance to introduce to them, all right? We get a chance to introduce to them a lead generation program that is included with their 100 CV auto ship. So each and every month, one of your, anybody in your organization is gonna get the name, phone number, and email addresses of 300 opportunity seeker leads. So it doesn't matter if you don't have any friends. It doesn't matter if you're burnt out your warm market and your hot market with back-to-back network marketing companies. It doesn't matter if you were raised under a rock. It's irrelevant. We are going to get you in front of leads, and those leads come with scripts, okay? So you have a chance to contact 300 people a month for the lean, mean price of $3.99. And here's what I know about the law of averages. Most people won't join. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. It's an incredible opportunity, and no one's ever going to tell you, I don't want to join because I don't know anybody. We'll take care of that. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I could go on, but I think you get the point. Let's go ahead and dive off into the chat and see if we have any questions. I see one right here about MRP. Looks like Michelle already covered that one. Thank you, ma'am. And then Tina asks, the purity of the products. Okay, absolutely wonderful. Let's touch on that. And anybody else that has any questions, by all means, put them in the chat before we wrap this up and put a bow on this thing for you, okay? The products here are absolutely ridiculous. And the best thing I can do to help you really fathom that is to understand a little bit more about our product formulator, Alexandria Brighton, okay? Alexandria Brighton is considered the mother of essential oils in the Western world, okay? She is a delightful young lady who I've had a chance to have several conversations with over my time here. And she was actually the original product formulator for a company called Young Living Essential Oil some time ago. And when she and the owner of Young Living Essential Oils divorced, he kept the business names, but she kept all the formulas. Okay, so if you've noticed the decrease in Young Living's popularity the last 10, 15 years, it's because none of their essential oil formulas are the same because they were her intellectual property. Okay, so when she left, she helped that company get to $1 billion. She went to another company, helped them get to $1 billion, and she retired. Okay, she's like, you know what? I'm rich. I've impacted the world. I just want to kind of live and enjoy my life. And then in comes Paula Scarcella with a personal request for her friend Alexandria Brighton. Okay, and it was because Paula's husband Ben was suffering from vasculitis, and nothing that pharmaceutical drugs could do could help. Nothing that doctors could do could help. But Alexandria Brighton came up with our Healing Trilogy products that actually made Ben better, and he's been great ever since. The thing that I love the most about Alexandria Brighton is not that she is the only person, male or female, to ever bring not one, but two product-based network marketing companies to the multi-billion-dollar level. It's the fact that her ingredient knowledge and her demand, notice I didn't say desire, her demand for the finest ingredients in the world will never be compromised. Okay, and to put that in perspective, the farms where our hemp and CBD oil come from, okay, those farms actually were the same farms that were used in the hemp farm bill that President Trump got into office maybe a couple of years back. The government had to test hemp. It had to test CBD to make sure it was legit. And the government literally used our CBD oil in our farms and our hemp as the test for that. So any other company that has CBD oil that's legal in America, you're welcome. HBN did the legwork for you because we had the best on the market, okay? From a standpoint of every single ingredient, this is Alexandria Brighton's formula for how she develops a product. Don't tell anybody I told you this, she might get mad at me. The first thing she does when she's formulating a product, and this is why they're so pure, she is going to pray about a need, okay? There's gotta be a need for a product that she creates, and she's gonna pray about this. She may fast sometimes, she's gonna use intuition, she's gonna pray to God, she literally is gonna get a spiritual word prior to, okay, prior to even deciding on a product to create. And once she has a spiritual intention about a product and there's a need to be filled, okay, there's a need to be filled, then she will find the best ingredients in the world, regardless of cost, regardless of cost. All ingredients are not the same. For example, our lavender oil, those particular our lavender comes from the finest fields in France, okay? Nowhere else in the world do we want lavender from. And in fact, just to get on the purity of the product, the owners of those fields, okay, so we couldn't buy those, they're foreign real estate, we couldn't get that one. The owners have such a relationship with Alexandria that they call her first and say, Miss Brighton, we have a new harvest. Would you like to come in first, inspect the harvest, take the best that you want, and after that, we'll sell the rest to the other network marketing companies and other companies around the world who want lavender. That's just the level of respect that people have for her across the board in every single area of our product formulation, from the coffee to the essential oils to the sexual enhancement product, which she actually developed herself in conjunction with some other doctors who were female. And it's amazing when you hear the stories about these ingredients. Y'all can hear me getting fired up about it. I'm gonna settle down because this is when we really get excited about our product line, because of the purity, and it starts with intention and then ingredients and then the formulation. And that's when the last piece of the product puzzle is, it has to have the proper price to make it affordable for everyday people. And it has to have a CV to dollar ratio that makes it awesome for reps to promote the product. So it's a 4-step process: intention, the best ingredients in the world, Alexandra's proprietary formulations, and then it's going to be the company kind of working, Paula and Ben and Alexandria working together to get the price, okay, and the CV amount to what it needs to be competitive in the marketplace. And a question about the angstrom. Angstrom is going to be the molecular weight. It's going to be lighter molecularly than colloidal. And like Landy said, it's going to enter the cell, okay? So that's kind of what we got, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all so much for your time tonight. And what we did cover this evening in the last half hour, we covered the timing. We covered the pay plan. We covered products. We covered leadership. And we covered a system that is going to really help your new reps hit the ground running, because they rarely hear the word no once they really get this system down. And then we talked a little bit deeper about the product formulation process here at HBN. And yes, Fulvic is on the way. We're super excited about that. And that's going to be a product that we know will have a couple different iterations. And we're going to come out at some point with a Fulvic humic mineral product that is absolutely the best in the history of the world. And I'm excited about the fact that some of our friends, Tina and Chelsea and some others, were able to send us some information where we could have a good framework to work with from a previous product in the industry that was really, really, really strong as well. And last but not least, Landy's asking the question, can we mention the advantage of a VP pack? Yes, ma'am. So a VP pack here is going to get you some product. It's like maybe 160, 170. It's not expensive at all, but it's going to get you more product for your money. That's number one. It's going to come with some free gift cards in addition to the gift cards that you get on a monthly basis. And my favorite part about it is you get a chance to give yourself a raise, ladies and gentlemen. You get 10% more fast start commissions when you make a one-time order of a VP pack. And we're really excited about that, because 10% is a big deal, okay? For people who plan on making six figures, for people who plan on making millions. I mean, for $1 million earner, that is $100,000 in fast start commissions, ladies and gentlemen. 10%. Don't let maybe 30 or 40 bucks cost you 100,000, over any extended period of time. So give yourself a raise. You got to do the same work anyway in network marketing. You might as well get paid more to do the same amount of work. And that's one of the coolest things we have here is our VP pack, where you get more product for your money. And we don't like leaving any money on the table. That's not what we do. If it's not all about the money for you, that's fine. But I know you have family members, friends, churches, and charitable causes that you can be very philanthropic toward. And the more money you have, the more people you can bless. That's something that I had to learn later in life, because we grew up in poverty. But I can tell you what, when you become debt-free and you have all the toys and bells and whistles, the number one thing that will brighten your day is spoiling friends, family, total strangers, and charitable causes in ways that you could never hope to impact them before. I can tell you, you will sleep easy each and every night. And that's just what I believe, for a lot of people, that's God's will for our life. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all so much. Do me a favor, if you really think that this is something and you got a couple of questions and this is something that you want to do, if you want to impact lives with some of the finest money-back guaranteed products in the world, if this is something you want to do, and if you want to build a wall of financial security around your family that nothing can get through, okay? I want you to get back to the person who got you on this Zoom, ask them the questions. Let's set up the three-way calls if we can get you any answers. But y'all know how this business model works. First come, first serve. We really want to get you in the system if it's what you want to do. So get back with the person who got you in touch. I can tell you, financially speaking, for me and my family, okay, and that's parents and cousins and nieces and nephews included, this is the best single financial decision I have ever made, okay? And to put that in perspective, when I was able to retire from law enforcement because of network marketing income, the person who replaced me was shot twice in the chest a week after I left. So my replacement in law enforcement literally shot twice 7 days after I left. And the only reason I was able to leave is because of the money I was making in network marketing. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity may not be for you, but it may be for someone you know, and it's just their time at that line of work that they're in. Please get them this opportunity, because if not for network marketing, I would not be alive here to have this talk for you. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because I know what it can do for people. Okay, so I love y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna check the chat one more time. I'm gonna turn it back over to Landy. Okay, Landy, if you want to go ahead and unmute and close us out, I appreciate y'all so much. I got another Zoom to get ready for, but y'all are wonderful, and I appreciate your time. And thank you so much, Chelsea, for your compliment. And Tina, Landy, Michelle, Megan, and everybody else, man, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see y'all at the top.
Thank you, Will. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. See you soon. All right, you guys, that was awesome. I'm so excited. I look forward to getting to know you all more. Please get back with Tina or whoever invited you and get these questions answered. I can tell you that I actually got involved with HBN for the financial opportunity because I was over $35,000 in debt when I stumbled upon this incredible opportunity. So I'm now debt free. Of course, I've paid all that off. It's been amazing for me. The products are second to none. I'm a certified holistic health coach and would never recommend anything other than these products as far as, you know, their quality. Okay. So I appreciate you guys and I hope you guys have an awesome night and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.